if you can go on to your website, the Home Affairs, there's a bulletin or a list of critical and scarce skills in the country, right? And this is worldwide. One of the biggest skill that is being sought after by the market is the skill of critical thinking.
Hello, hi. Welcome to the classroom. Please like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Risk refers to the probability of an event occurring that could negatively impact a business. As a risk manager, you need to evaluate what might go wrong and take steps to prevent or mitigate those risks. This involves a thorough analysis of the business environment and proactive measures to protect the company. For instance, high unemployment leading to social unrest could affect ZABA. A risk manager might anticipate issues like riots and looting and implement security measures while engaging with the community to create job opportunities, reducing the likelihood of such events. The nature of risk. Risk can be seen as uncertainty, a threat, or an opportunity. Uncertainty involves events that might occur with unknown consequences. Threats are potential negative outcomes that could harm the business. On the other hand, opportunities are risks that present unexpected openings for growth and innovation. For example, the COVID-19 pandemic posed significant risks, but also created opportunities for innovation, such as developing online sales platforms. The objective of risk management. The goal of risk management is to balance business opportunities and threats through strategic planning and policy alignment. This involves incorporating vision, mission, values, goals, and objectives into risk management to ensure these plans consider potential challenges. Additionally, business operations need to be adjusted, including policies, processes, monitoring, and controlling activities to minimize risks. Strategic alignment. Risk management requires aligning business strategies with operational practices. Understanding ZABA's vision, mission, and values ensures that policies and processes support these goals. For instance, if ZABA's strategy focuses on offering unique fashion pieces, it must be backed by ethical sourcing and quality control to mitigate risks like product defects. Risk profile and culture. Each business has a risk profile reflecting its tolerance for risk-taking. Factors like industry, market position, and company culture influence this profile. A company like ZABA, known for bold fashion trends, might be more comfortable taking calculated risks, representing a high-risk profile. Alternatively, balancing innovation with cautious planning reflects a medium-risk profile, while prioritizing stability over high-risk ventures denotes a low-risk profile. Risk culture refers to the shared attitudes towards risk within an organization, influenced by the company's vision, mission, and leadership. It dictates how risks are perceived and managed. A risk-averse culture avoids risks, preferring established procedures, while a risk-taking culture encourages calculated risks and innovation. Types of risks. Businesses like ZABA need to consider several categories of risks. Operational risk involves internal issues that can disrupt daily business activities. For ZABA, this could include equipment breakdowns, delays in material deliveries, quality problems, or staff shortages. These risks can slow down production and impact customer satisfaction, leading to higher costs. Country risk refers to political or economic instability in countries where a business operates. For ZABA, factors like government changes or currency shifts could affect importing fabrics or selling products abroad. This may cause supply chain problems, higher costs, or trade restrictions, limiting ZABA's growth. Environmental risk includes challenges from climate change, natural disasters, or environmental laws. For ZABA, stricter regulations, production delays from disasters, or failing to meet sustainability goals could raise costs or damage its reputation. Financial risk relates to uncertainties in a company's financial health. For ZABA, this might involve debt issues, interest rate changes, or currency fluctuations. Poor financial management could reduce profits and increase debt, impacting overall success. Reputational risk arises when a business's public image is harmed. For ZABA, issues like a faulty product or bad customer service could result in negative reviews and a loss of trust, leading to fewer sales and long-term damage to the brand. Strategic risk occurs when poor decisions, market changes, or competition threaten a company's long-term goals. If ZABA fails to adapt to trends or competitors, it could lose market share, see declining sales, and miss growth opportunities. Risk management process. The risk management process involves several steps. Identifying risks requires recognizing potential threats across different areas of the business. Assessing risks involves evaluating the likelihood and impact of each risk. Developing strategies entails formulating plans to mitigate or eliminate risks, considering risk avoidance, reduction, transfer, or acceptance. Implementing strategies means putting these plans into action. Finally, monitoring and reviewing involve continuously assessing the effectiveness of risk management strategies and adapting as needed. As ZABA continues to grow, applying these concepts will help proactively manage various types of risks, ensuring a resilient and successful business. Let us put it into practice with ZABA, our fashion boutique. Identifying the risk. For ZABA Fashion Boutique, several risks could impact the business. These include inventory shortages, which mean insufficient stock to meet customer demand, and supply chain disruptions, such as delays or failures in receiving products from suppliers. Changes in fashion trends can lead to unsold inventory, while an economic downturn might reduce consumer spending, thereby affecting sales. Additionally, security breaches can compromise customer information, and competition from new market entrants could threaten ZABA's market position. Step 2. Description of risks. Inventory shortages are operational risks that could result in loss of sales, customer dissatisfaction, and damage to ZABA's reputation. This risk is managed by the inventory manager and is typically triggered by poor inventory forecasting or unexpected demand spikes. Supply chain disruptions are also operational risks, potentially causing delayed product launches, stockouts, and increased costs. The supply chain manager oversees this risk, which may be triggered by supplier issues, transportation problems, or geopolitical events. Fashion trends present market risks. Rapid changes in customer preferences or ineffective trend forecasting could lead to unsold inventory, markdowns, and reduced profit margins. The marketing and product development team is responsible for managing this risk. An economic downturn is a financial risk that could lead to decreased sales, reduced profitability, and potential store closures. This risk is overseen by the CFO and may be triggered by a recession, inflation, or changes in consumer confidence. Security breaches represent cybersecurity risks that could compromise customer data, lead to regulatory fines, and damage ZABA's reputation. The IT manager is responsible for managing this risk, which may be triggered by hacking, phishing attacks, or insufficient security measures. Competition is a strategic risk that could result in loss of market share, reduced sales, and price wars. The CEO oversees this risk, which might be triggered by the entry of new competitors or aggressive marketing by rivals. Estimation of risks. For inventory shortages, the likelihood is medium and the impact is high. Supply chain disruptions also have a medium likelihood with a high impact. Fashion trends have a high likelihood but a medium impact. An economic downturn has a low likelihood but a high impact. Security breaches have a medium likelihood and a high impact. Lastly, competition has a high likelihood and a medium impact. Using a risk matrix, ZABA can visualize these risks to prioritize their response strategies. Tools that may help in estimating risks include cost or risk-benefit analysis. This tool compares the costs associated with managing a risk against the potential benefits of taking or avoiding the risk. If ZABA is considering investing in new technology, it can use cost or risk-benefit analysis to determine if the investment will yield sufficient returns or mitigate significant risks, such as operational inefficiencies. Decision trees. A decision tree is a graphical representation of possible outcomes based on different choices. It helps map out decisions and their possible consequences, including risks. ZABA could use decision trees to assess product launch strategies. Each branch of the tree represents a potential decision, its possible outcomes and risks, allowing for clearer strategic planning. PESTLE analysis, P-E-S-T-L-E, stands for political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. It's a framework for analyzing external risks that might affect a business. A PESTLE analysis would help ZABA understand risks like changes in fashion trends, social, new technologies in the fashion industry, technological, or government regulations on manufacturing a legal risk, helping to make informed, strategic decisions. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's a tool used to identify internal and external risks, as well as growth opportunities. Using SWOT, ZABA can assess its internal strengths and weaknesses, for example, production capacity, or brand reputation, and external threats, for example, new competitors to better manage risks and take advantage of opportunities. Pros and cons chart. A simple tool that lists the advantages and disadvantages of a decision or action, helping businesses weigh risks and benefits. ZABA could use pros and cons charts to evaluate whether entering a new market is worth the risk. This tool helps in making informed decisions by highlighting both benefits and potential downsides. By using these risk management strategies and estimation tools, ZABA can identify potential risks early through regular risk assessments, create consistent, well-documented risk management policies to deal with various risks, develop tailored risk response strategies for different types of risks, ensure clear communication through risk reporting, keeping all stakeholders informed. Risk reporting. A comprehensive report should be compiled, summarizing identified risks, their descriptions, and estimations. This report should include visual representations, such as a risk matrix, recommended mitigation strategies, and responsible parties. It should be presented to ZABA's management team on a quarterly basis. Risk response. To mitigate inventory shortages, ZABA should implement advanced inventory management systems, improve demand forecasting, and maintain safety stock levels. For supply chain disruptions, diversifying suppliers, establishing strong relationships with key suppliers, and developing contingency plans are essential strategies. To address fashion trends, ZABA should conduct regular market research, engage with trend forecasting agencies, and maintain a flexible product development process. In the case of an economic downturn, ZABA should monitor economic indicators, diversify product offerings to include more affordable options, and strengthen customer loyalty programs. To mitigate security breaches, enhancing IT security measures, conducting regular security audits, and training employees on data security practices are crucial. To counter competition, ZABA should invest in unique selling propositions, enhance customer experience, and engage in competitive market analysis. Risk management policy. ZABA should update its risk management policy to include objectives such as protecting assets, ensuring business continuity, and maintaining customer trust. The policy should cover all operational, market, financial, cybersecurity, and strategic risks. Roles and responsibilities should be clearly defined for the inventory manager, supply chain manager, marketing team, CFO, IT manager, and CEO. Additionally, detailed processes and procedures for identifying, assessing, responding to, and reporting risks should be included.
Risk management is the process of assessing, managing, and mitigating losses. This applies to both business and investing. Risk management exists in many forms throughout the financial world. An individual investor deciding to buy low-risk government securities instead of high-yield corporate bonds is an example of risk management. On the more complex side, it can involve trading in various types of derivative and futures securities to hedge against wide swings in investment portfolios. Companies and investors frequently use financial derivatives like options and futures, and strategies like portfolio and investment diversification in order to mitigate or effectively manage risk. Outside the financial world, risk management involves organizing and operating to reduce the potential for accidents, losses, and catastrophes. This can involve anything from managing risk of traveling abroad to designing safe building and products, as well as the most traditional form of risk management, purchasing insurance. Risk management also involves having a plan in place to get things back to normal as quickly as possible if something bad does happen. Marcy holds a high number of stock for Gobble Corp, GC, and wants to protect her investment from taking a loss. One option is for Marcy to enter into a futures contract that locks in the value of her Gobble Corp stock. This way, Marcy is able to manage the downside risk of Gobble Corp's stock value by making sure she won't lose any value should the stock price fall. However, she will also be giving up any gain if the stock price goes up.
In summary, the purchasing department faces risks from supply chain disruptions, quality control issues, and delivery delays. These can significantly disrupt operations, while country risks, such as political instability or currency fluctuations, can impact supplier relationships. ZABA can manage these risks through pestle analysis to assess external factors using an estimation matrix to gauge the likelihood of disruptions, and diversifying suppliers to reduce reliance on a single source. Establishing strong supplier agreements will also help ensure continuity. In the production department, risks include equipment breakdowns, production inefficiencies, and environmental factors like natural disasters. To manage these, ZABA should implement contingency plans, backup systems, and use SWOT analysis to identify production weaknesses. Adopting sustainable practices will help mitigate environmental risks and ensure regulatory compliance. The financial function deals with risks such as cash flow issues, credit risks, and currency fluctuations, alongside strategic risks from poor financial planning. ZABA can use cost or risk-benefit analyses, financial forecasting tools, and regularly monitor exchange rates to prevent financial problems. Establishing strong financial controls and risk reporting will help keep stakeholders informed. In the human capital function, operational risks like labor disputes and reputational risks due to poor employee treatment are key concerns. HR risk assessments and employee satisfaction surveys can identify issues early, and fostering good employee relations will reduce reputational risks. The marketing department faces strategic risks from misreading market trends and reputational risks from unethical practices. Conducting SWOT analyses ensures alignment with consumer demand, while regular risk assessments of campaigns will help meet regulatory standards, minimizing reputational damage. In public relations, managing reputational risks from negative publicity or product recalls is critical. ZABA should adopt a proactive PR strategy with clear communication and crisis response plans. Finally, the administrative function is vulnerable to operational risks, such as IT failures and data breaches. ZABA must maintain up-to-date IT infrastructure and conduct regular risk assessments of internal processes, implementing strong cybersecurity measures to prevent disruptions. By addressing these risks across all functions, ZABA can improve operational efficiency, enhance stability, and promote long-term growth. Thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something new. Please consider supporting the classroom by heading to our Zapper or SnapScan link below to donate a small amount of your choosing to help us create more content from more subjects. Please share the video with a friend and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.